So, what did we think of Marvel Legendary? I'll tell you what I think. Fantastic game. So originally, I don't know how many years back now, Upper Deck produced the very first base game for Marvel Legendary. At the time, really good. They had the core mechanics there. They had the base board in there, etc. But since then, they've added loads of different things to it, loads of different mechanics, loads of different keywords. Things have got a lot more complicated now. This is why I have created my own playmat, which I'm happy with. It adds a few extra spaces that the base board didn't originally have on it. So that's why you've seen it in our playthrough. Also, the original artwork for all the heroes is in the base game is exactly identical. All the hero cards are exactly the same, except for the cost for them, the effects of them, etc., etc., etc. Since the base game, all the expansions they've ever done since then, they have all had different artwork for all the different types of cards for that hero. So I wish they would actually go back and do a reprint for the base game to do a very similar thing where all the artwork is different. Apart from that minor niggle, I absolutely love this. I love all the expansions that they've done so far with them, or most of them certainly. What do you think of Marvel Legendary?
Well, this is the game that got me into board gaming. Now, we used to play a few of your games around your place on a fairly regular basis.
True.
But I'd never actually bought my own board game. And then you sent me a link to Will Wheaton's tabletop where they're playing this game. I watched it and I was just like, Jared, I think I need to buy this game. And you were like, I think you need to buy it as well.
I endorsed that idea.
Because you have your own copy. And it's not very often that we both have
the same games in our own collections.
Because we tend to say, oh, well, you've got it, I'll just go around to yours and play it. But when we actually do have a game that we both have in our collections, then that kind of says something. Now, I agree with you. The components in this game are great. Everything about it, the card quality, the pictures, everything is really, really good. The only thing that I find really niggly about this game is the fact that it takes absolutely ages to set up
and pack down.
Pack it away.
Separate, absolutely.
And that's my real big negative. The only other thing I'd say about this game is, for a co-op game, I can't help you that much.
No, not a huge amount.
I can't go, oh, you need an extra attack to take this villain down. Here's my attack card. And you can't do the same thing. So we don't actually help each other. The only thing that we can do, really, in this game is go, don't worry.
We're on the same side. So.
Okay, don't worry.
Don't fight that person yet. I've got enough to fight him. You go for something else. Oh, okay.
Don't buy that one because I can buy it. It's like, so there's a bit of communication that goes on, but in terms of giving you a helping hand, I can't do anything. And those are the two big niggles.
Now, other legendary games out there, other than the Marvel ones, they do have a bit more co-op. Some of the cards, so you can actually donate them to other people. That aside, this particular Marvel Legendary, it is not that cooperative, apart from the fact that you're on the same side, and you can have a few tactics to help each other out together, but most of the time you're just playing your own cards.
There are. Yes, you're absolutely right. That you sometimes. For example, the game we were playing, if we'd kept on playing, I reckon we would have won. Purely because I'd actually picked up some really powerful cards in the process.
Sure.
And that meant that in the subsequent rounds, I would just go smashing through and just taking villain after villain and keep hitting the mastermind. And eventually, once we hit the mastermind 4 times, we would have won the game. So it's a great game. I love playing it.
I love some of what the expansions have done. I love some of the keywords, the new keywords that they brought into it. However, I've also suddenly thought, wow, that's a really thematic keyword. I wish they'd done that the first time round in some of the earlier base game or expansions or something like that. So I love the fact that they're keeping on thinking of new things for this game. However, then when you start to look back at the previous expansions and previous incarnations of it, you're thinking, I wish they kind of sort of backfilled some of that into the other one. Plus, now the list of keywords is getting huge and ridiculous now. Stupid. I've got an app now where I can just look them up anytime I like, but trying to constantly remember what all those different keywords do If you're playing with loads of different cards from lots of different expansions all in one game, it can be a bit overwhelming.
But that's one of the things you can do with this game, is that it's got huge replayability.
Huge replayability.
So many different...
No one game is going to be the same as another one.
You can change the heroes, the villains, the
masterminds, the henchmen, the schemes that you're coming up against.
There's so many permutations in this game. Even with the base box, you could spend hours and hours and never play the same set of character, same combinations for years. With the expansions, it just opens it up. As Jared's saying, there's lots of like these keywords that give you special abilities, but if you find it a little bit overwhelming, just start off with the base game.
Yeah, definitely.
And expansions come in like 2 sets. There's like the big box expansions, and then the small ones. The small ones only have like 100 cards in them. Yeah. Maybe five
heroes, 2 masterminds, and 2 villain sets, and that's about it. Yeah. Whereas the big box ones,
a lot more.
Yeah, a lot more.
Like 300 plus cards in them. Like that, so you can decide, whether you want to just go for the base game and it's gradually expand.
And you can do some research. Sets. You could do some research. There's so much, resources online now to know what the content is inside the games. You can find out exactly what heroes and villains are in those boxes, and you can actually determine yourself whether I simply cannot live without I must have that hero added to my roster. I must have that one. Yeah. Whatever you want to do, basically.
Yeah, there's absolutely shed loads of different...
You can't get the individual heroes, you can't get the individual villains, you have to go out and get the boxes that contain it. So you can't mix and match like that, but at least you can do a bit of research into what the contents are in the expansions. And
also you know exactly what you're getting. It's not like you buy a box and it's just a hit and miss what you're going to get. You know exactly this is what you're going to get. And that's great. I love that kind of...
One other niggle I've got. The one thing I like about the Harry Potter deck building game is that you've actually got the tokens to actually keep track of how much attack you've got and how much recruit you've got. In this one, you don't. I mean, you can, I think I've got a whole load of bottle caps just so I can keep a tab. Sometimes there's so much text on each and every single card, and once you've built up your deck and you've got a huge amount of cards in front of you, you're trying to look at all the subtext and all of them, and if, buts, maybes. It's like an Excel spreadsheet, like formulas. And trying to keep tabs on how much attack you've got. And that's a +1. No, that's an extra one there because of that. Trying to keep tabs of that can be a bit crazy. So feel free to go out and get tokens, whatever you need to try and keep tabs of how much fight and recruit you've got.
I mean, on the flip side of that is that you can come up with some absolutely crazy combos, can't you?
Yeah.
It's like, he'll give... You play this card and that'll give you like +2, and then this one will give you another.
Very satisfactory.
And then suddenly you're going from really small amount of
I've only got 6 cards. Till later on you're like, wow, I've just suddenly unlocked 10 cards, and the knock-on effects of each of them are absolutely amazing.
And you end up like taking the mastermind out twice in one round, and it's just like, so how much attack have you got? Well, something in the range of 25, and it's just like, you're like, what?
The very definition of superhero.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's good. I like that.
So really good, and plus it's you can customize it the way you like it as well. As you've seen, I've created my own mat, which I'm really happy with. I'm making other incarnations of it as well.
You can bite off his ecstasy sword.
Also, you can get your own little play mats for yourself, just so you've got your own representation of a draw pile, a discard pile, and a victory pile as well. Otherwise, you've just got a bare table in front of you, and you're trying to keep what area of the table is the discard and the draw pile. Anyway,
this game plays very much like a comic book, and
absolutely.
And being a huge fan of comics, well, I used to be. It's a game that, like I said, it ticks many number of boxes for me. It's just a great load of fun.
It uses some of the artwork from the original comics, as well as coming up with, I think they've actually done some of their own artwork as well to go with it. Original artwork, so yeah. But yeah, really, really happy with Marvel Legendary. Well, I keep on seeing new expansions all the time that they're making for the city. It's good to see that they're actually investing in it, and they continue to come up with new material for it. And I'm constantly like, if I only had more money so I can actually get that extra expansion as well.
I mean, like, at the moment, before we shot this, we were talking about, would it be great to get the Planet Hulk one, because you just want to play the character of Korg, and you're like, can you do it? You do it better than I do.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not. I'm not doing any mimicry here.
Dougie.
Can't make me. I'm not going to do it. So yeah, so that's what I think of Marvel Legendaries, and yeah, equally I think passionate about this as well. So yeah, thumbs up from us. Go out and get it, but be careful with your wallet, because as soon as you get the base game, you'll be like, oh, I just need to get that expansion as well. So it is a costly investment, but so yeah, make sure you know what you're buying into when you first start, because as soon as you get the first one, you'll want more. You'll definitely want more.
Okay, well, that's it for today. We'll see you next time.
Thank you very much for tuning in. See you later. Bye for now.
Bye.